if I saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, taking off without the same mistake. Darling, when you go away, it won't be as simple for you.
Hey guys, it's Old Man G here, back again with another live stream for Red Devil Studios. So put that out of the way. So apologies. We're supposed to do this yesterday, but I've been had very busy, moving house, all the rest of it, life as it were. And even with this stream, just realized I've got an important piece of tech, so I won't be going on for too long. And I've got another show going on at 9. So yeah. Busy. But anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, and to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio, follow us on Twitter, X, smash the notification button for latest Manchester United news. Get involved in the Manchester United community as well. It goes a long way. Shout out to Red Devil Hangout and Sancho saying in the comments. Really appreciate it. Before we actually get into it, guys, I just wanted to show you something brief. So just stay tuned for this.
Hey guys, it's Old Man G here. I'm on a new channel, Red Marvel, where I'm going to be doing anime reviews, comic reviews, game reviews, tea reviews, movie reviews, and more. So if you'd like to get involved, make sure to like this vid, subscribe below, smash the notification button, and stay tuned for more content coming soon.
Awesome. So yeah, Red Marvel, my second channel where we're doing anime, game, TV reviews, just pretty much everything outside of football. It's great. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Links in the description. Is my second channel. And yeah, we're starting to grow bit by bit, so get involved. But yes, guys, this is our best goal of the season 2020-21 live stream. The new season approaching. I actually did this poll a while back, actually, at the end of last season. I've been meaning to do these, but I thought it'd be best to actually go back and actually review and have maybe a conversation about basically about the quality of keeper last season, and actually going into next season, who you think you should start, what should happen, etc. So I'm just going to quickly go. Obviously, the main 3 goalkeepers in this situation were David De Gea, Dean Henderson, and Lee Grant. Lee Grant's probably not in the picture, to be honest. By the way, guys, I've got a new mic. Let me know if the mic's okay, if it sounds okay. I'll be using it for future streams, so just let me know. Hopefully it's better than the old mic. But yeah, let me just sort of scroll. So as you can see, 32 people voted. Shout out to everyone who voted. And it was pretty close. And what surprised me is that 47% of the vote, so obviously 0% said Lee Grant. I'm not going to be discussing Lee Grant, to be honest. You know, a fair play to him. Shout out to Lee Grant. But let's be real. We're not here to just discuss about Lee Grant, really. He's third choice, not getting involved. But the thing that did surprise me in this poll, guys, was Dean Henderson, 53%, just over. It was close, and for a lot of time it was 50-50, but it was Dean Henderson stole the show, 53-27. And that surprised me, if I'm honest, guys. That really surprised me. And, you know, there has to be a conversation, because Dean Henderson is not... thanks to guys saying the mic's fine. Awesome, appreciate it. There has to be something to be said for the issue with Dean Henderson and David De Gea going into next season, because we have 2 very good goalkeepers. Obviously, halfway through the season, it appeared that Dean Henderson was playing in the league games and David De Gea was playing in the cup games in Europa League. I don't know whether that's going to be the case, especially because Manchester United are back into the are back in the Champions League. Is Dean Henderson going to be our number one keeper? Are we going to do a Real Madrid and say Dean Henderson is going to be for the league and David De Gea is going to be for the cup, like FA Cup, Champions League, etc.? Madrid did that and it seemed to work, having two goalkeepers. I don't know if we're going to do that. Personally, for me, that is the only kind of real way that we can. Oh, by the way, if you guys have any questions, let me know. We'll try and address some of these in the show. But yeah, guys, I generally this is one of these things where I generally do not know how Manchester United are going to deal with this next season. I really don't. I don't know how they're going to deal with this next season. And the option is like the Real Madrid. In fact, I probably will get the stats of Dean Henderson versus David De Gea. I know there's a Premier League stats comparison, so I'll just get that up. But the only way for me that I see United dealing this really is that you have one of them in the Champions League and one of them in the Premier League. That's literally it. That is literally the only way, because I don't know how goalkeeping is all about confidence. It's really all about confidence. And if you're in a situation where, okay, one goalkeeper is playing more than the other, someone's going to two, the frustration that happens. I think Dean Henderson himself said that, I had to fight, I had to work to actually get to the position I wanted to be. And let me just have a look. And to oust David De Gea was big. That was big. Let me just where's is Dean Henderson coming up here? I don't see Dean Henderson here coming up. There's Tom Heaton. Where is he? Aaron Ramsdale. Well, shout out to Arsenal for being linked to Aaron Ramsdale, man. Danny Ward. I want to get the comparison to the stats just to see, because you could make a case that got involved. This is just put out. That's David De Gea there. Where's Dean Henderson, man? Let me try search Henderson. Dean, there we go. Found him. Okay, cool. I'm going to share screen this, so hopefully everyone can see. Who shows on at 9? That is in answer to your question. I'm watching you in golf at the same time. Thank you for that, man. Like the vid, by the way. Who shows on at 9? That is first 11. So check out those guys. First 11. I'm doing a Manchester United show with those guys. So let me, guys. I'll quickly show you the comparison. Okay, for those who. So here we go. So if you can, hopefully everyone can see that you have David De Gea and Dean Henderson. This is 2021 season. So in nets, David De Gea made 26 appearances. Dean Henderson made 13. But obviously, Dean Henderson almost became our number one in the league come January, and David De Gea was almost relegated to the cup competition in Europa. Obviously, none of them scored goals. This is interesting. I think these are stats that are interesting. Obviously, clean sheets. That's interesting. I mean, you can't really blame it necessarily on David De Gea, because our defense, let's be real, at times was very, very brickish. But looking at it, 9 clean sheets out of 26 appearances of David De Gea, 4 out of 13 for Dean Henderson. Saves, 60 saves. He made 40 saves. Yellow cards, Dean Henderson somehow got 3. Although, one could make a case that maybe that's to goalkeeping. Obviously, clean sheets. So this is, I guess, obviously the really important thing. Attacking team play. No, this is goalkeeping. This is the most important thing here. So clean sheets 9 versus 4. But obviously, David De Gea has more appearances. So 9 out of 26 is 4 with 13. Goals conceded 32 in 26 games. Yeesh, that's over 1 a game, 1.1 or 2 a game. Dean Henderson 12 in 13 appearances. So again, similar. So I can't really differentiate them on that. Found and sub, shut up. People say Dean Henderson. All I say is One, what the fuck have you been watching? Two, it's not free for crew. And that's a fair point. But I think that's why it's good to just go through these stats and stuff. I think it's a good impulse anyway, so you can kind of see. Although hopefully what I can show you is that even though these stats are here, to be honest, there's not that much separating these two goalkeepers. There really isn't. Let's have a look here. Saves 64, 6, David here 60, Dean Henderson 40, saves match 2.3 for De Gea, 3 for Dean Henderson. So Dean Henderson with a slightly better save percentage. Save success, again, Dean Henderson above. Again, less games played, but he has a 76% save compared to De Gea. Penalties faced 4, Dean Henderson 0. As far as I'm aware, I don't think David De Gea has saved the penalty for as long as. So that is one thing that I'd say gives to Dean. Dean Henderson, David De Gea. Sorry, Dean Henderson is a better shot stopper than De Gea. That is a fact. That is an absolute fact. It's as simple as that, really. So if I can, the only reason, and to be honest, it's probably one of the only reasons why I'd have Dean Henderson over De Gea, is that there's a very good chance that we're going to get penalties this coming season, and I trust Dean Henderson over De Gea. I just do. And then in the other characteristics, is there much separating them? De Gea is a much better shot stopper. I do agree, but by how much? That's the question. Sanjay Hassan says, and shout out to him, bro, the thing with De Gea I don't like is how he commands the box. So Dean isn't that good with commanding the box either. Tomlinson's the best in that attribute. That is true. That is a very that is very true, Sanjay. That is very true. As much as people say Tom Heaton's better, Tom Heaton is actually better at commanding his box than both those keepers combined. The thing for me that I give over, say, Dean Henderson over De Gea commonly, the two things are penalties and distribution. Dean Henderson's distribution is definitely better than De Gea's. De Gea's distribution has always been shocking, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. But his distribution has generally been very shocking, and it just needs to improve. And unfortunately, David De Gea is like at the time when he's approaching his prime. It should be in his prime. And I don't know whether you can teach that. I don't know whether you can teach him to be better penalties. I don't know whether you can teach him with distribution to be there. That stuff should really been learned, almost before Sir Alex Ferguson was here, So yeah, let me quickly finish the stats here before we round up. So yeah, punches is 4, high claims, sweeper clearances 10-10, throughout 88-66. Like I said, De Gea's throwing out isn't the greatest either. Good match stats in there. Discipline, obviously the yellow cards. Team play. Pass completion rate maybe slightly better. Passes around, that's fair. Touches. That is one thing that was a bit like the amount of touches that he has to take. But yeah, overall, like I said, going by the poll, most of y'all who watching, who turned my videos, seem to think that Dean Henderson had the better performance last season and should go into the season as our number one, which is fair. I just think that you can't have two goalkeepers on a considerable amount of money, and one of them's on the bench. I'm still vexed at what we did to Sergio Romero. I think that was wrong. I think it was absolutely, totally wrong and false and shouldn't have happened. But we can't have that, especially if we're going to go into the title. We can't have that enmity between two goalkeepers going forward into the next season. So it's a conundrum for Ollie. I suspect, given what happened at the end of last season, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is probably going to go ahead with Dean Henderson next season. But then does he say that David De Gea gets Champions League? That's how I would say that one of the players has to play in the Champions League, and one of the players has to play in the Premier League. I.e., one for cup competitions, one for the Premier League. That for me is how it should be, in my opinion. Just read a few comments. De Gea is one of the best in the season. Henderson had a good season at Sheffield United. He gets praise, and De Gea's had a bad season. And that's fair. That's fair. To be honest, I actually think De Gea had a good season. The season before last was bad. He was bad in that season. But this season, I actually think he had a good season. I actually think he had a solid season. I don't think he did much wrong, to be honest. And to be honest, the goals he conceded a lot of the time were because of the defense they had in front of him, and not his poor. There may be one or two instances where you could have done it better at your near post, but yeah. We conceded goals, and obviously De Gea is one who plays the big clubs. Henderson plays top 10, like last, and that's the key thing, and that's I think going to be the difference really is that how does Henderson deal with big clubs, big teams, big stuff? We really get to see that on a consistent basis, like we've seen with David De Gea. To be perfectly honest, I still remember David De Gea's save against Aguero in that United City Pogba clash, and that still gives me goosebumps, man. The thing with both players now is common. I don't see those being high. He's been benched for both club and country, and he hasn't been the same since Alvarez, the goalkeeping coach, left. I agree. I absolutely agree. To be fair to him, that was his fault. I think from what I remember, I read he left because I can't remember. Maybe it was something about the new contract. I don't think he told him that he was going to sign a new contract with United, and then that kind of they had a falling out, as it were. Maybe because he wants to go to Madrid. I don't know, but yeah, he hasn't been the same, and I do agree. De Gea is now third choice. He's been dropped, and this is why I'm saying, you could make a case for Henderson, although Henderson got injured. Would Henderson have been number one in the Euros? Probably not. So to be honest, but the irony is that both United keepers would not have been first choice for their countries. Pickford is going to be the first choice for England so long as Southgate is there, unless he absolutely has a stinker, doesn't play for Everton at all. De Gea is not going to be for Spain as well. So, yeah. His confidence also led there to make errors leading to goals. Yep, 10 goals since. Yep, I agree. Although he still sucks at penalties. Huge amount of news. Chelsea make improved bid for Lukaku after previous 85 million bid rejected. I'll say this out now. Lukaku has said several times that he's happy at Inter, and Chelsea are not getting Lukaku or a striker. I actually think it probably wouldn't end up working out, to be honest. It's showing the desperation here that they need a striker, which is great because United, we have Cavani, and to be honest, we have likes of Greenwood. We actually have finishers at our club. Greenwood can finish, Cavani can finish. Rashford is a better finisher than Werner, let's be real, although he's injured. Even Martial on a good day is better, So we've got ballers who can finish. I'm not worried about our strike force. I've never been worried. It's been our defense and our CDM that we need. So it is what it is. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I know this is 20 minutes gone already. Let me know what you think, guys. Who do you think, guys, and for Sanjay and Rent that are watching, guys, who do you think should be Manchester United's number one next season? If you're watching live or late, let me know. Who do you think should be Manchester United's first choice goalkeeper last season? Do you think should one of them be sold? Should it be a Premier League Champions League split? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And guys, I need your channel to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Remember to follow us on Twitter at WeUnitedX. Remember to follow me on our second channel, Red Marvel, which is pretty much everything else, comic, movie, game, TV wise, So head over there and let me know what you'd like. Red Devil Live says Fabrizio says he's untouchable. Lukaku's not going to Chelsea. I agree. I hope he says Inter, but can't forget new manager Inter. Otherwise, Lukaku would. I think he's staying at Inter. I think Lukaku is probably staying at Inter because, to be honest, he's done with the. I think the British press media really kind of screwed up Lukaku, and sometimes it's not just about money and going back to prove. Sometimes it's just about how you're treated. I think a lot of people don't think that. It's not just about the money, like, oh yeah, come for the money, and that. Sometimes, so I don't think Lukaku will want to come back to England unless Inter we desperately need this money, we're going to sell you. That's different, I think. But yeah, take care, everyone. Stay tuned tomorrow. We're going to be looking at the best defenders of the season, and that is going to be a debate. Now that Manchester United have signed Varane as well. Sorry for the abruptness of it. I've got to show it in like 5 minutes time, and my internet's about to cut out. Have a nice day, everyone, and cheers.